Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And the director of Gremlins is accusing Disney and Lucasfilm of lifting Gizmo's design for Baby Yoda. This is, pretty interesting. A lot of comparisons have been made over the last year or two.
Yes, I've seen people make the comparison.
You know that Grogu looks very much like Gizmo, but now we have Joe Dante coming out and saying, yeah, they like shamelessly ripped him off.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, Yoda, Baby Yoda looks like a chibi-fied version of Yoda. And I mean, I see it with the ears and stuff, but I'm just like, but that would be kind of a baby version of Yoda.
We'll talk about this because it's interesting that, and I don't know if a lot of these other articles brought up the fact that Kathleen Kennedy was actually a producer on Gremlins.
Which we know because we watched Gremlins on the long ago.
Yes.
We're like, oh look, there's KK.
Yeah, she's in like every damn movie that Steven Spielberg did that you loved. I mean, that's why we were kind of optimistic that she would be okay running Lucasfilm, because I'm like, you watch The Goonies and you watch Indiana Jones and you watch Gremlins. And she was involved in all of it. How much she was involved, But anyway, this came out because they're actually running Gremlins 1 and 2 in San Francisco in anticipation of, I guess, the animated series coming out from HBO Max, which is actually going to star Ming-Na Wen, who was in The Mandalorian.
I like her a lot, actually.
And I think the guy played Short Round that was in Everything Everywhere All at Once, which was an incredible movie. If you guys haven't seen it, you need to watch that movie.
Yes, Good King actually wore a shirt that was Raccacoonie to Epcot, but no one got it. He was so upset no one got his shirt.
I know, right?
I got it. I thought it was great.
More people need to see that movie. Anyway, before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Over 272,000 subs. Thank you so much for the support. Gremlins is one of my all-time favorite 80s movies.
I know you like it a lot.
Yeah, I don't like Gremlins 2 that much. People get mad at me. They're like, Gremlins 2 is better. I'm like, no, Gremlins 2 is a parody of Gremlins 1. And I guess it's okay, but
I actually watched Gremlins 2 more than I watched Gremlins 1 because I remember it was like on HBO or something.
Yeah,
and it would run all the time, so I've actually seen it more times than I've seen the first one.
They used to run, I think it was more on Showtime, Gremlins, the original, but I love it. I love the original. Anyway, Joe Dante came out and said that, Gizmo totally was the basis for Grogu. And I did an article on it on Pirates and Princesses yesterday, and it wasn't really that big of a story.
Yeah, I was going to do a video yesterday, and you said, oh, no one cares.
Nobody cared. Nobody read the article, but it's like all over the damn place. You just look up Gremlins or Grogu, and now everybody's like, oh my God, really?
People have been saying this, that they thought Baby Yoda, that Grogu was a ripoff of Gizmo for a while. I mean, I can kind of see where they're coming from because the way the ears move and the practical effects that they use in the puppet. But I also am like, but how else would Baby Yoda, a Yoda species, look? I mean, it's basically what I thought they would look with the big eyes and the chipified version.
And it's all from, The Mandalorian's a throwback to that era of filmmaking. So, of course, they're going to, Now, they said, the showrunners said that they based him more on E.T. I don't.
Who they based who on E.T.?
Grogu.
Oh, no. No.
No.
Don't see that at all.
No, I don't see that at all. But a lot of the facial expressions, the ears emoting, and
okay, but they're both puppets that are made with the same type of mechanisms to emote, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it makes sense.
But they're really kind of blunt, because I read the interview, and he seems a little like, yeah, they totally ripped off Gizmo, but also it was kind of tongue-in-cheek, but everybody else is like, oh my God, the director's slamming Baby Yoda is completely stolen and shamelessly copied.
Well, it's funny because Kathleen Kennedy kept getting offended because she kept saying that Baby Yoda was her idea. It wasn't
Favreau's.
Favreau's idea. And she kept going on about it. And now, like, well, yeah, she worked on Gremlins.
Yeah, she was a producer on Gremlins.
So there you go, Kathleen Kennedy, fine. It was your idea. It just happens to look like another movie you worked on.
There you go. Kathleen Kennedy lifted Gizmo. So this is what Joe Dante said. He said, I think the longevity of the films is really key to this one character, Gizmo.
I agree. Who's
essentially like a baby. He told the San Francisco Chronicle, because they're going to be screening the Gremlins movies in San Francisco, which brings me, of course, to the subject of Baby Yoda, who is completely stolen and is just out and out copied. Shamelessly, I would think.
It does sound like he's pissed.
Yeah, a little bit. It's quite a charge, but the two cuddly creatures with extraordinary powers, big eyes, and expressive ears do look a lot alike.
People have pointed out since the beginning.
And then Grogu being his name. They have a Grogu. It's
Grogu.
Grogu and Gizmo. Yeah, yeah, you know. But Yoda did come out a couple of years before Gremlins, you know. And
Yoda was first. Now, I mean, I don't know how else you can make a baby version of whatever Yoda species is. Because, I mean, that's, if you think about it, that's what you would picture in your head. You know, babies have the big eyes because their heads, you know, even when they're born, they have big eyes, big heads or whatever. And they're using the same kind of effects. So, I mean, there's going to be some similarities. You could probably compare it to other baby characters of the time, too.
They should just make it look completely different from Yoda and be like, oh my God, this species gets hit with an ugly stick at some point. Like, what the hell happened? So Deadline reached out to Disney Plus and will add any comments that we receive. They're not going to get any.
Well, baby Ewoks are kind of similar. They don't have the ears, but they have the big eyes and the face.
The faces look very similar.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, to me, it's just like, how do you do a baby version of a character? Usually give them the big eyes and make them chibi looking.
And the baby Ewoks, they were out a year before Gremlins. I mean, I love Gremlins. I do. I think he's being...
Yeah, he does. He really does love Gremlins.
I think he's being kind of like tongue-in-cheek. Like, yeah, they totally...
Because he knows that Kathleen Kennedy worked on it and everything else, too.
Yeah, yeah. And she took credit for it. So there you go.
Yeah, she fought everybody on credit for it.
She did. So Mandalorian showrunner Jon Favreau explained the Deadline last year he was thinking more about E.T. than Gizmo.
No, I don't see that at all. No. Sorry.
Dave Filoni had done a sketch of a Michelangelo E.T. moment, and that was a source of inspiration. The sketch shows Grogu. Why do I keep calling him Grogu?
Grogu.
Grogu's cradle float with his little hand reaching up out of it, Mando reaching back down.
Yes, I saw that.
You can see the actual drawing in this Disney Gallery episode. Yeah, they showed a lot of the concept art. Then Favreau told Deadline Doug Chang and the whole art department started generating drawings of it, and the legacy effects people build it.
And the legacy effects people are building it in the same way they would have built puppets back
in the
then.
80s. Yeah.
So it's gonna have overlap.
And then Kathleen Kennedy said, hey, we did this movie called Gremlins, and let's just shave that little motherfucker, paint him green, and it's money in the bank.
No, she did. She was right.
Yeah, we got lots and lots of drawings, explained Favreau. Some of them were too cute, some of them were too ugly, and some of them were the wrong proportions.
Yeah, you're gonna have like a bunch of sketches. I mean, that's just normal. Oh
my God!
This is Jabba the Hutt and the Yoda had a baby.
Oh my God! This is what we could have had.
Oh,
it's Ed Asner, starring Ed Asner.
What else? What else they got? Oh, that doesn't look great.
No, this actually
that was more like Yoda though.
Yeah, this is more believable as a Yoda offspring.
That looks too much like Yoda.
Just like Yoda. That's the one you see all over the place. Yeah, I mean there's only so much.
You can see the progression. I mean, it does look similar to Gizmo. It really does. Everybody noticed it right away. But I don't necessarily think that it was. But I'm not seeing anywhere where they got ET from that.
I don't see ET at all.
Other than that, they had the finger touch thing. They had that. Like they were talking about the Michelangelo ET finger touch. Like they have that picture, yes, but you don't actually see the baby, just the hand. I'm not really seeing any ET connection here other than that one image.
The inspiration for ET, I think if I remember correctly. I was literally just going to say that. I was going to say it was a combination of a frog and a wrinkled, shriveled, cancer-ridden nutsack.
So it's probably that Steven Spielberg was joking around with his girlfriend or wife at the time, put googly eyes on it, and was like, "Hey, baby, hey," wiggling it around.
Speaking of everything, everywhere, all at once, just put some googly eyes on your nutsack, and it's like this is a multiverse version of ET. Yeah. So anyway, I look.
But you don't want to say "ouch."
Ouch. Ouch. Do you have? It's ED. ED.
Ow.
Ouch.
Reese's Pieces, fix it right up.
Anyway, yeah, so this is all about promoting the new animated series, which might be good. It might be good. I'm actually somewhat happy they're doing something with Gremlins, but, the way things are going now, everything's ruined usually. So yeah, I don't have a lot of hope for it. I just think it's funny that after all this time he's coming out and he's like, yeah,
because it benefits to tie it to that to promote.
Right. Like what's gonna stir up a bunch of shit? Oh, let's dunk on Baby Yoda.
He probably thought the whole time he just came out and said it. And no one is, like you said, is mentioning the connection that Kathleen Kennedy did have to Gremlins, and she has made it. She gets mad when she doesn't get credit for Baby Yoda. Because that was her idea. It was her idea, she says. Okay, fine, it's her idea. And this guy's basically saying they stole it.
As far as I know, like very, very few, if any, other outlets were mentioning that Kathleen Kennedy was a producer on that movie.
Well, we only knew because we watched it long ago. We're like, oh, look, it's Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah. So anyway, we're going to wrap this up.
Yeah.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Wait, don't put googly eyes in your nutsack. Just don't.
If you do, use glue that comes off easy.
And we don't want to see that.
Tape.
Thank you.
Tape.
No, don't use tape. Anyway, we'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Now he's just tasty, delicious, rotten flesh meat, which I can consume. Don't read into it too much.
Just like our museum, the cafe's open and Brewster is eager to serve. I don't think this was in the show. Run, 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 run. Oh, you got splatted. Oh, she was begging and you kicked her in the face.
I don't care.
Hey guys, Squid King here, and today we're in a...
Not girl boss, not girl boss at all. She is not a material girl.
She is not. Oh, it's Christmas time here in your mom. Nobody wants to join your mom.
What?
Like I can't even cook kid cuisine right. I would last about 2 minutes with Gordon Ramsay.
What? Where is he?
He's hiding. He's hiding from you.
Better.
Oh my God, you got the axe.
Walker, does this look like Steven Universe? Let me punch him! Well, I'm just here for the wax. Right where you belong.
Get in the dirt.
Well, that was a combination of events I probably shouldn't have put together. Anyways, let's open this bottle too.
Chica Pinata. Is that official?
Oh, no.
There's a bootleg.
Hello. I'm sorry.
Hey guys, it's Diamond Tool.
Let's make a farm.
Like and subscribe and buy my merch.
I mean, while you're here, you guys should like really like and subscribe and buy our merch, all of which we have.
That is true. You can't run them carrying trash. You can get away with one F-bomb per PG-13 movie.
I wish I'd known that sooner.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to wrap this effer up.
Yes.